Hi everyone. Once again, I'd just like to give you a bit of a short idea into a game I've just come up with, or maybe this game's been invented and I've missed it, but I just like to call it Remainders Race. Basically, it's a game designed to once again assist kids with the development of learning their number facts. I just don't think it's fair enough to say the kids go and learn, well, what people often call the tables. If they've been trying to do that for year after year after year, and I've got grade 5s and they still haven't, still don't know them properly yet, well, obviously we're not doing enough to support them and give them ideas, so maybe this could be an option. So I like to give them lots of different ways of learning. Just because one way has been taught doesn't mean that they will learn that way. I believe that we keep tapping away, we just might find the way that might help child X get it or child B get it a bit better. Basically what we do, we start off with our reliable hundreds chart or 120 chart. Once again, you can buy these at the shops for the supermarkets for next to nothing, or you can even create your own. I like having a blank one on the other side too. And I've got my trusty dice. These are my 10-sided dice. In the absence of dice, please use cards. And then I've got various counters. Now, this game can be modified in a number of ways to suit the ages and abilities of the children you're working with. Change the number range, change how you count up to the various numbers, and I'll show you some of those in the clip. So basically we roll the 2 dice, we get a number, and then we roll 1 dice, and that's the divisor. So we might get 53, and then I roll the dice, I get a 4, so it's 53 divided by 4. We work it out, what's the remainder, and say if the remainder is 2 or 1 or 3 on the chart, that's how far this player would go. They'd go forward 3 places if it was a remainder of 3. Player 2, if their answer was a remainder of 6, they'd go forward 6 places, and then you keep going. Who wins? Does it matter? Not to me. You might say first to 20, first to 50, first to 120. You might say each child has got 10 counters, first one to use up 10 counters in some way. If you land on an opponent, you could say, sorry, not, send them back to the start. Rules for schools. So, Remainders Race. Here's what it looks like. Okay, here's how we play Remainders Race. I've got a 120 chart or a 100 chart here. You can use numbers up to 20, numbers to 50, whatever. Got some dice. You can use cards in absence of those. So I roll the 2 dice, I get a number. I'm the person who rolls, so I can choose. I could have either 25 or 52. I'm just going to take 25. That's what I'm going to be my number that I'm going to break up. Now I'm going to roll 1 dice, and it's a 6. So 25 divided by 6. So there's a number of strategies we could use here. For some really early starters, 25 divided by 6, they might go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and keep count. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 4. Oh, I can go 4 times, and 1 more would make 25, so that's a remainder of 1, so that person starts at 1. That's a very basic way of doing it. You could also do things like this to help them count. If they said 25 divided by 6, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put a mark there, 6, and then 12, and then 18, and then 24, and then they go, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's a remainder of 1. This is also a good visual way of seeing the patterns, counting by 6s or 5s or whatever. Now, so that was there on number 1. Player 2 is their roll, and they've got a 1 and a 7. They could say 17 or 71, just for the benefit of showing you easily. Might just go 17, and I'll roll 1 dice, and it's got a 1. 17 divided by 1 is 17. No remainder, so that player is stuck at 0. Back to player 1. Once again, when that happens, you could say if there's no remainder, maybe roll again, keep them in the game, keep them motivated. Okay, 75 I'm going to take, roll again, 75 divided by 7. Okay, I'm going to speed this up for the demonstration. So 75 divided by 7 goes 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, and so on. I'm losing track here, but I work it out, and whatever my remainder is, say if the remainder was 2 or 3, say if the remainder was 3, I go forward 1, 2, 3 places. So there's a number of ways you could play it, there's a number of ways you can identify the patterns, and it's just another way of hopefully learning our number facts. Have a go, hope you like it. Cheers.